Right? This is an example from section 2.3, so it's going to be about direct variation. And understand that if you look in the book for section 2.3 or even section 9.1 and look at the most simple examples, which we're going to do here, they give you other ways to solve those variations, but they won't help you when the variations are not the most simple variations that you can have. And almost for sure, you're never given a direct variation, just a simple direct variation. It's always something a little more complicated than that. So these problems always have three parts to them, right? The first part, they're going to describe the kind of variation, right? That's part one. In this case, it says, suppose y varies directly with x. So what you do is you write down, okay, that means y equals kx. Right? They told you the kind of variation, write it down. Right? The second step, they're going to give you a point where you know both the x and the y so that you can substitute for them, and the only thing you won't know is k. Right? So we're going to do that because we want to know what the value of k is. So this is the second step, to substitute. If y equals 4 when x equals 3, 4 equals k times 3. Okay, solve for k. Divide both sides by 3. And now we've got k equals 4/3. Right. Step 3, the last step, is always ask you a question. Now that you know what the variation is, they're going to ask you a question. So you want to take this 4/3, update your direct variation. Let's write it as y equals 4/3 x. And then how can we find the value of y when x equals 6? Substitution, right? Put in x equals 6 and solve. Step 3. Y equals 4/3 times 6, which is 24/3, which is 8. Like these problems, they're either like this, right, where it's exactly this. Describe the variation. Here's a point so you can solve for k, answer a question. Or in the SOLs, they say, sometimes they're going to just ask you for k, right? They won't even ask you they won't ask you that last question. They're just going to say find k. So you would still do this step, and you would still do this step, and you would stop.